That's actually a good idea. Switch, I live by baby three.
I mean, I shouldn't even have to. You all agreed to play it back and Joe suggested Power Wheel. Yeah, Power Wheel. You remember that game? The game we bought and played once and never touched again?
Technically, Joe
So stuff and until we're talking, but it's just the center with console commands and keep coming up.
Wait, how do I do it again? My gun is really big on my screen, too.
Joe, you gotta hit the key above 10, then type in CD underscore echo, that's the field of view. It's what I'm doing.
Okay, CG underscore. You did it disgusting. Now hold on, let me think this FOB so I can go faster.
Unironically, can you commit anything to memory anymore? How many times do I have to remind you, Joe, that the FOB does not actually make you go fast? Oh, by the way, I talked again 14 off the wall just to spite you.
Say, Billy Cletus, we've become a juicy sideline. So, how would you juice up yours? Life is juicy.
Joe.
Wow, let's be against the light.
Okay, seriously, I can't not say something about this anymore. Joe, why the fuck do you sound like... And it's making his voice deeper. Say something, Laurent.
Oh, great. Here we go with this again. Listen, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not doing anything to my voice but talking normally. Johnny, don't let George gaslight you. Think to yourself, do I actually sound different?
I don't know. Try saying something best like you normally do. Like, I love you. You know,
What the fuck? No, I'm not saying that. Wait a second. Why did the woman say you wear 6? I found 10 by 6.
go out, Joe. Where's the say it's about himself? Come on, just say it besides. I'm pretty sure your voice sounds normal to you, George. You probably doesn't the way that it goes here. But I just need to hear that one line to confirm it.
Whatever. If it's what you guys hear, so be it. I love you guys. Happy now?
Oh, yes, very happy. Hold on 1 second. Wait, Donald, so does it sound weird or not? No, I don't know. It sounds like the rock to me, but who cares about that? This is what it's all about. Tell me what the failure is.
I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Donald, you piece of shit. You really put that and put me on the Discord soundboard?
Holiday edition 24-karat-gold right here. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner.
And now you're in my window feeling zombies too. Jesus, where does it end with this guy?
Sorry, what was that, Laurent?
I love you guys.
That's my bad.
I'm feeling a very strong urge to seek down whatever drugs are and target them all of Mar-a-Lago right now. Hold on, Joe. I'll come back.
Gotta say, that's pretty wild, Don. He's putting Barry's voice out of context and using it without his permission.
So you could be worse. You could be doing one of those AI that voices competence showing you, where they take your voice and make you say whatever they want. I've been hearing ones of these, and it's so realistic I can't tell the difference. So I've sent my elite team of cyber hackers to shut them down.
Whoa, you become a meta, Joe.
What does any of that have to do with Mark Zuckerberg? Speaking of which, I should hit him up. It's been a while since I last saw him Mark.
If that's who you're calling Mark to Mark, I don't even want to know what the funky bug is. You know, anyway, somebody needs to open up the first door here. Any volunteers? Laurent, how about you?
Yeah, I got it. Open the door, or else you're going to spam the soundboard. I already know how this goes.
Well, that's no fun. I can't torment you if you cooperate. Wait, who am I kidding? Of course I can.
I love you guys. I love you guys. George, please, don't you have admin in this server? You got to delete them.
Now, Christmas endeavor, as soon as you delete one, 2 more will spawn in place.
That's the classic hybrid favorite. Sorry, Danny, there's nothing I can do. You know what? It is what it is. I'm not going to let Donald ruin this for me, because after all, we are on the best side after that time. You know, there's those Black Ops 1.
Yeah, okay, yes, I have to. Just hang on for a sec, Donnie. Gotta do with these dogs first. Screw it, I'm skipping the revive. Yeah.
Dude, I just finished saying don't get sworn.
I didn't get sworn. It was the one dog in front of me.
Like that makes it any better. That's why you don't use the M14 yet. Libya gang on top as it should be.
You have got to be kidding me. I'm down.
You're seriously telling me Joseph Robin and Vice is the last I Sorry, I do not want to hear a single thing about Donald Trump's crutch mechanics ever again.
Bro, I had to drag it on, and you had to start this. No wonder we went down. Joe's the only one who has an actual gun.
And technically, I bought the M14, so not only dead.
Yeah, you're down. I guess that settles you. Let's give this M14 to base. Now, hurry up and survive it today.
Don't worry, guys. Just got to pick out these dogs that might go Libya first. Super fighting like these coming. No.
Yes, personally, if it were you there, I would have clutched you.
Shut up, George. You were literally already down. You couldn't have clutched that any more than you clutched the World Trade Center.
Of course, here we go.
You bastard bird trying to rest Donnie.
Either way, time to back it up, fellas. That's what they come for the book.
Well, what the hell? No way. We only have the round front. That was barely even a play. We're running it back. We have to.
Yeah, honestly, I'm
with Barry. That was a pretty critical run. Like I said earlier, I've been waiting months to play this. Oh, John, am I going to count that crappy run?
Fine. Then start it up and try maybe before I change my mind.
All right, now this time, let's actually focus on the game and not go down.
Moses definitely do me trade these.
You guys couldn't be able to post these zombies.
If you had the stupid Olympia, once I hit the box, it would be a piece of cake.
Definitely can't forget to interact with all the meteor rocks for the music Easter egg.
Hell yeah, 115 is probably
The best cut zombie song is Carrier from Transit.
Maybe if you enjoy listening to music that makes your ears bleed. Joe, you probably like that new song from that girl that was dressing up like she was in Kiss. What was her name? JoJo something. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or some weird shit.
Oh, you're talking about JoJo Siwa? I heard it. Not really my style. I do enjoy her early work.
All in Grandpa, maybe you should keep your music takes to yourself. That doesn't even have anything to do with zombies.
For real. What the hell do you mean by her early work?
Actually, never mind.
Okay, well, it's round 5 again, and I am not enough to get smoked by some dogs in respondents, so I hope that's a little.
Oh, God, thank you, Barack. Now I can finally get the MP40.
I love it.
Boy, let's shoot you, Barack.
Donald, really? Are you just going to keep using that stupid sound clip forever now?
At least until I get a better one. Maybe I can snag the bushes and the road really does reflect voice lines like the Pokemon. Gonna have to be extra careful about what I say now.
Ooh, put me next. Here, I love you, Daddy. Is that good?
Joe, it's not the same when you want to print.
No, I think Joe has a great idea. You should totally replace mine with his line.
No, yours is just too perfect, Terry. Anyways, I just turned on the power.
I love it, guys.
You're welcome. Just doing my part to help out.
Unbelievable, this guy.
Does anyone know where the box is? This P63 is almost out of ammo.
Joe, you bought the Cement 63. Why didn't you just buy the M340?
My goals are far beyond your understanding, George. I even bought this for M14 to try and get into the mindset of an M14 user.
What have you learned from breaking license?
It looks like the boxes in the alley, by the way.
Well, I just learned that I absolutely cannot aim for shit with this M14. I just lift every single shot on that dog.
Joe, we did do good ones, but shit, for real. Remember the sharpshooter Steph and Barry?
Oh, come on, that only took like 2 tries. The first one was the one.
No, full excuse, Jerry. Everybody else needs to remember. We all did our shots the first time.
Hey, don't be yapping like that. I got shooters. And unlike me, they don't miss. How would you like me to use to introduce you to the taste of 9mm hollow point?
Bitch, what the, Barack, what are you teaching?
Well, don't repeat into this.
Well, there is no way to do that.
Oh, because it's a threat of gun violence that has to come from the black guy, right? You're a real piece of work, Don. You know that?
Okay, thanks for the heads up on the max ammo, homie.
You don't even deserve it. You got to be kidding me. The ancestors too long, I'd rather not have a gun at all.
Yeah, well, at least you hit the box. I've only got 720 points. I'm a freaking broken.
Well, you better get used to it, because being a freaking broken isn't going to stop a con zombie. But those hundreds of millions are being ordered to pay by the court.
So wasn't it like 300, 400 million or something? Hate to say it, but it might be time for some downside. Hey, I think the volume on that. It was like 175 million.
Yeah, thanks to your buddy Don Hankey and his insurance company, Knight Specialty, or whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah. Whatever it's called, it was just straight on name of the company. As if you don't know. Can you stop poking around my legal business?
Hey, it's nothing personal, man. Just keeping up with what's going on. Like that gag order case. I mean, how can I not when a guy literally self-immolated outside the court?
Hey, don't blame me for that. Not my fault he turned himself into an Iron recon zombie from Sandra. Damn, Johnny, that is extremely messed up.
Seriously, way out of line. But besides that, you really got this publisher news, David Tucker, to embellish stories about your opponents in the 2016 election.
You know, just keep on playing bullshit about me on the day.
I'll tell you what's not bullshit. You paying $130 grand to Stormy Daniels to keep your little mushroom wiener a secret.
Okay, seriously, what the hell is this? Are we playing Top Zombies or is this big ton dumb about it? You guys go out, go after this stuff. This is serious crap. Why do you do this like you only have 6 grandchildren, and if you were the one your crackhead son Hunter had with some random
Actually, Donald, I did acknowledge her, so you're not even right about that.
Of course you did. You can only keep your mouth shut about children. So, got a gas.
Wait a sec, Donald, you came at me in the garage, but you didn't even say anything about George.
Hey, I'm just sitting back and doing the petty squabble. I'm an innocent bystander here. Right. Just like all the innocent people affected by Hurricane Katrina that you were so eager to help out when you flew and wreckage when you home from your vacation. You know, there's a reason Kanye and I are friends, and all we said about you is that you don't care about black people.
Kanye is like a neo-Nazi. I would not be bragging about being slimes with him, but I guess, then again, of course, you would. You think speculation? Damn it. Okay, I guess you've got a point, but still. Anyway, enough for politics. We're only on round 6. We need to kick this zombie sling into high gear and get the match.
Forget that. I don't even have a gun or one upgrade yet. The ballistic knife, oh, fuck me sideways.
Take it down, no balls, you balls.
I mean, I'll take it for a few minutes to rack up some points, but ain't no way I'm going to keep this hunk of junk.
Obviously, it would be nice for the revive. Donnie is really known that they wanted to make sacrifices for the betterment of the group. Oh, crap, I'm stuck. Hey, see, this would be a perfect time to have it.
Or I could just revive you normally like I'm doing now. Ah! Well, there you go, Joe. There's your sacrifice. I tried to rest you when it got me killed.
It's all right. I just got a kill coming to revive. Well, you were the first to get one, so it's only fair. I got the commando. Definitely not mad about that.
You guys are always bringing Red Pirate from that movie, Princess Bride. Not to be confused with other Red Pirate robbers. That guy who sold drugs on the dark web. I think Hunter took up that.
Inconceivable. What is it? Trust. It's a quote from the movie. How can you expect us to call you the Red Pirate Robert when you can't even remember what it's like possibly the most famous line from it?
Facts. Because that's a classic. Hello, we go my toilet. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Go to the office. I've actually never seen the Princess Bride.
What? Well, I definitely know what movie we're watching at the next sleepover. Are you serious? The Dragon? At that point, I might as well just keep the ballistic knife.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just using the MP40 to rack up points. I don't even have perks yet, so I've got some grinding to do here. I just bought Speed Cola, and I already have Joe. Having the commando sure helps out a ton.
That's really great. I'm glad you're enjoying having perks and a good gun and not being stuck in the depths of poverty like I am.
Well, it's probably because you're still using the ballistic knife. Don't you have the MP40? Why don't you just use that?
Well, obviously I was using it to get melee kills for more points. Everyone who's played zombies knows that. But it's getting pretty weak, and I don't exactly have the cheddar to upgrade to the bow unit. Now would be a great time to pop a couple extra credits, but of course this is due to Black Ops 1 where the more superior players go on about how their game is so areas, like Mr. Commando and perks over here.
Holy mother of yapping, Batman. Quit complaining about how you have to actually play the game to get good gear. You like the easy mode, having everything handed to you. That's fine, but here, there is none of that. No gobble guns, elixirs, afterlife exploits to open doors for free, or glitch spots for you to take advantage of. There is raw zombie skill.
No glitch spots. See, I wasn't going to pull this one because I knew you'd get salty about it, but now I've changed my mind. Joe, George, you know what to do. Well, at least George does. Joe, just come stand next to me.
Ah, yes, nothing like the classic dog round glitch spot. Everyone's done this at least once, even you, Barry.
I still remember the first time I watched Sarsaparilla Sam do this glitch. It was so exciting, the dogs just completely ignored you.
Joe, that was me that showed you that glitch, not your weird imaginary friend. And Donald, you really think I'm going to care about this obvious glitch spot? Maybe if it worked for the entire game, but it's only really useful on dog rounds, so I actually think it's not bad. Good for going AFK in multiplayer at least.
Oh, well, all right then. That was unexpected, but I'll take it. Now we need to end this round and get the max ammo. I'm out of bullets.
I think this one's the last dog.
Yep, finally, sweet out.
Dang it, Donald, I was in the middle of reloading my ray gun.
Well, you snooze, you lose, and you know a lot about snoozing, and you're going to learn a lot about losing from this election.
We'll see about that. The American people are going to give me 4 more years. Pause.
Did this guy just say pause? Is he reading off a teleprompter right now?
Of course he is. We all know he wouldn't be able to hold the conversation for even a millisecond if he had to come up with it himself. See, case in point,
Ooh, I thought of something. Barack, remember, that one time we rode that big purple elephant down the chocolate lava mountain into Gumdrop Land?
What? Joe, that is not something that we did. That sounds like some kind of dream you had.
Wait, you mean the infinite ice cream cone that the king of all ice cream gave me wasn't real? No.
All right, that's quite enough of Ben and Geriatric's delusional rambling for me. How about we talk about something else? Have any of you guys watched the new Fallout show?
I did. And it absolutely sucked a big one.
Really?
It's full-blown woke.
Of course, so you didn't even give it a fair shot, did you?
I tried to, but of course they had to make the main character a Mary Sue. They shoved gender politics into the Brotherhood of Steel, made the whole war over capitalism instead of China striking first, and totally retconned the story of New Vegas. What a joke.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, me personally, I actually like the show.
What are we talking about? Fallout Boy? Yeah, they've got some okay music, a little too new age for me, but I can see the attraction.
No, Fallout like the video game series. Have you never played them?
Oh, I see. I do vaguely remember playing that game. you have to leave the vault to go find a new water chip because the old one's busted, right? They made a show of that game.
Oh, he's talking about the original Fallout from 1997. You know what? Just forget it. Barack, you should check it out. Don't listen to Donald. It's worth a shot.
We'll see. I still have to get around to watching the rest of Invincible Season 2. Apparently there's some sort of knockoff Spider-Man cameo in it, so that sounds pretty cool.
Wait, Invincible, like that guy from Fortnite?
He's in Fortnite. He's not from Fortnite. He's from the comic Invincible.
Sorry to interrupt your lesson, Sensei Dirt, but I just got the motherfucking ray gun, baby.
Ray gun boys! Ray gun boys! Ray gun boys!
Dang it, I just got Donnie's ballistic knife that he put back into the box. Thanks for that.
I bought Mule Kit so I can try for a ray gun, although I guess it'll be my third gun. Hopefully I don't go down. Nice, of course, I get the teddy bear first hit.
Seriously, Barack, you come over here while I'm hitting the box and immediately move it?
Oh yeah, it's totally my fault I got the bear. What do you want me to say? I'm sorry, Daddy Bush. Guys, it's okay. Don't fight. There's a fire sale right here. Everyone gets to a box.
Donald, please tell me.
Oh, you said I did. I'm sorry, Daddy Bush. I'm sorry, Daddy Bush.
I love you, Daddy. I hate you so much right now, Donald.
That's not what you were saying a second ago.
Although I did just join the ray gun for this gun, so I'll have to continue to follow it.
Let's go. I just got it too. The Ray Gun Boys covered complete.
Oh, yeah, this was all about. The only thing that would make this more epic is if I was dancing.
I think your current character fits you perfectly.
Ray gun boys for life.
Do that, Bill. And now that we all have the Ray Gun and other good guns, let's save up some points and go to Packet Line.
I've already done enough to pack one of my guns, but I should probably grind up enough of my other two.
Couldn't be a better time for a double point. Thanks whoever picked that up.
Actually, that was me that picked it up. You can thank me by deleting those stupid sound clips.
Next try, pal. It's gonna take a lot more than that for me to let go of these.
I love you, Daddy.
I'm sorry, Daddy Bush, but where's the one of me? I did the perfect line for you.
Yo, I told you I wasn't gonna flip that.
Whatever, don't delete it then. Let's just focus on getting enough points to go to pack.
Well, it looks like we all have enough points to upgrade at least one gun, and then there's money bags of armor. Did anyone link the teleporter?
Y'all really can't stand to see a black man with motion. Just kidding. But yeah, I linked it a while ago. Everyone get in.
Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra. The GMC employee pricing event is on now.
Like zesty big bill.
I'm here, let's teleport.
Dude, Steve Hill makes me sound like the straightest man alive. You, however, that was a pretty good impression. Sure wish I could flip that and put it on the soundboard next time.
Barack, you know, if you have Discord Nitro, you can make a sound clip in your own server and play it in this one, right?
What the hell, George? Why would you tell him that?
Sorry, Donnie, but he kind of deserves it for the daddy clip.
Oh man, thank God the Shadow Play was on. I still have this whole Breaking Bad fan server I used to run.
Okay, sorry, I'll stop. I'll delete
It's supposed to snap in my own ears and make me deaf like Doyle from Boston.
I'm sorry, it just made me so sad and scared. Like, what if something happened to her?
Well, whatever it is, I'm sure it's better than coming face to face with you.
Oh man, finally time to start this band. You guys all better have the music cranked.
Such a goaded song to slay fruit bags to.
You said it, Phil.
Okay, I will admit this song goes hard, but I still like Carrie.
Wait, it's about to hit.
Dude, there's like no zombies around me.
Probably because I got the ball as a small one. I'm just jamming out blasting these puff buckets with my ray gun.
Well, I need points bad. I only have gun and street cola. Plus, I got a snapper ray gun.
I'm not stopping you from getting points. You need some. Go find some zombies.
Man, Lane Sigma really went all out in the vocals for these songs. Nobody does it like her.
All thanks. No printer. I just got a fire stick.
I'm all set gun-wise, so I'm not even going to bother hitting it, although I guess I could try for monkeys.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Will definitely come in handy for the higher round. Wait, no way. I got the thunder gun. I might honestly have to swing out my ray gun for this.
Barack, you can't leave the ray gun boys, bro.
I'm sorry, Joe, but I have to do it. I'm starting my own group, the Thunder Gang.
More like the Thunder Gang.
Barack, nobody else can even join your group. Only one person can have the thunder gun.
Well, I know that. I'm not an idiot. I was just making a joke. You guys are in the ray gun boys club.
I thought our brotherhood meant something to you, Obama. Clearly, you don't care at all about the ray gun boys.
Oh, quit being dramatic, Joe. If you pulled the thunder gun, you would have taken it.
You don't know that.
Keep telling yourself that. I'm going to hit the teleporter to go tap my thunder gun and put this film reel in the camera.
Just wait for me. I almost have enough to pass my ray gun.
Okay, well, hurry up.
All right, I have enough. Let's go.
I'm ready. Oh, shit, I'm getting smacked.
Oh, no. I just went down front.
Well, there goes my thunder gun.
I got you. Sorry, bro. By the time I realized you were getting hit, it was all, Looks like the Thunder Gang is disbanded.
I guess so. Gonna have to rebuy all my books, too.
Damn, believe we're rocking it down to a 1-on-5. That's embarrassing.
So at least now he has a chance to join the Ray Gun Boys Club.
All right, so it doesn't look like Barry's going to be going back to pass anytime soon, so I'm just going to go. Whoever's coming back and getting the teleporter will be left behind.
I'm going to back as much as HK21.
It's pretty good. Are you sure about that, Joe? I'm sure. Whatever, I'm tapping my leg up.
Hey, we're going to RPK. Pretty solid combo moving right now.
Really wish I was up there upgrading the Thunder Gun with you guys instead of down here having to repile on my first.
Oh, how the tables turn. Serve you going to go while I have the ballistic knife, and now you're the broken.
With a common justice for losing the red gun boys.
Yeah.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Oh crap, I'm teleporting back. I almost forgot to put my film reel in the camera.
Oops, I forgot I had one of those falling in some creepy dentist's room.
Not really a big deal. Don't really just change what's playing on the big screen.
Well, I'm basically set for the rest of the game. Just got to fill out my first lowdown and we're ready for high round.
I was the same clothes. I don't know what the thing is. I just been close.
Then find us some more high round. It's been forever since we did high round. Not since Donald Trump sabotaged the classified run.
That is so fake news. First of all, I did not sabotage classified. And second, we played World at War, which was technically were noticed for high round.
We barely got into the 20s on that. Did even worse on the run. So there wasn't really much in the way of high round. Yeah, but World at War is extremely fair, though. High round with 4 players is pretty rough, especially for a bunch of old users like us. So we still got to play Tino, Newman, and Joe Reese. So I guess we'll see how we fare on those matches.
Not really looking forward to that. Well, really, we'll probably have some fun, but not Newman. That's going to suck.
You're wrong, Don. Chino Newman is epic. It's got the Easter egg where you dig up that grave and get a free Wonder Waffle.
Still, there's so much wrong with what you just said. That greatest piece of Easter egg is only on the mobile version of World at War Zombie. That's not on PC. Yeah, and it's called the Wonder Waffle, not the Wonder Waffle, dumbass. Oh man, 115 is old, but really wish you could play the music Easter egg more than once in this game. At least they added it in later entries. So
It's too bad the music speaks in the games before they added that feature. But enough about that. Now that we don't have any epic battles to hand out, we just lock in and pass them around.
Here we are, 23, starting to get up. How high do you guys think we're going to be able to get?
I don't know. I mean, I hope we could get around 30 at least. I got the Thunder Gun back, so I'm fully fitted out. The Thunder Gun lives on. I guess we'll see. You guys think that we practiced enough to get everything to around 150? I think we could do.
You mean like you cheated and things to do? That run was beyond safe, and that scumbag took an entire YouTube career off of it, and then even scammed his fans with CSGO gambling.
You mean like you scammed the fans with your shitty NFTs? Johnny, the CSGO thing may be confirmed, but the round 115 run sheet was just a theory.
I believe you.
Sure.
Nah, dude, that guy was 100% fake that run. His character literally switches multiple times, which is not even possible in a single run. In fact, he probably even cheated in the 1v1 against Wings too. People say he had radar on.
No way. Johnny is not out here defending Wings of Redemption.
I'm just saying he was set up and Citizen was a fraud.
No, Johnny, Wings could fucking suck in Call of Duty. So wait, who do you think is worse? Wings of Redemption or Dark Side Hill? Oh, man, 100% Dark Side Hill. At least Wings has the decency to cry like a little baby and throw his controller and rage. But DFT will just sit there and blame everything but himself and act like the game fucked him over. And that's the only reason he loses.
It's all calculated. Don't worry, the Steve's a little bad about that, though. He likes them, though. They're a lot like you in a way.
I don't know, Donald is constantly blaming the loss of the 2020 election on everything but himself. I feel like that's all true. But anyway, the answer question to it, no, I do not think we're going to get round 115. Even if we practice this match every day, it takes way too much time, and Joe would obviously fall asleep long before we got there.
I know I'm typically advocate for high round from 115 to that's not really on here. Let's make that as unless we catch a glitch spot or something. I know Don's here just hooked up here in that last part.
Oh, yeah, totally. It's like my super agent activation program.
Really?
You know, Joe, think about it for 2 seconds. Clearly not.
I wasn't too sure about that, John. With the amount of time you spent with your buddy Glad, I wouldn't be too surprised if there was some kind of only 66 level skip in your subconscious. Okay, now you're getting into some weird conspiracy theory stuff, George. How about we all just focus on not dying for these freak fans?
Here's now this year later. Jerry, you think so? My brother's been pretty except something now. But is it good for cooking? Yes. Look at this result.
not looking good.
Damn it, I'm down. I got you, George. Back in the cage. Thanks, Don. Wait, I'm down again. I got you this time, George.
Thanks, Joe. But we've already staying alive with no purpose. Never mind, it's going to be absolutely impossible. Great, things are not looking too good for OW.
Perfect opportunity to farm revives. And I just immediately go back down. This sucks ass.
You're not the only one. Okay, zombies got me.
Well, looks like we're going to be playing the medic stop.
Yeah, you're telling me. Now get over here and revive Joe while I pick up George.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting, and they had to hire a new one.
I'm seriously going to lose it. I can't stay alive for more than like 30 seconds.
Sounds like a skill issue, bro.
Donald, you literally just revived me into a group of zombies and I instantly went down again. The fuck kind of skill issue is that?
Oops, my bad, but hey, I got 2 revives for the price of 1.
I'm completely out of ammo. This is not good. No. Yeah, I'm down.
Hold on, Joe, I got you.
I'll try and cover you.
Ah, Donald, I thought you said you were going to cover me.
I said I was going to try. George, get over here and give me a hand.
I don't know what you expect me to do. I'm completely tapped out in the ammo department right now.
Just start reviving Joe. I got one up.
This is not going to end well. I'm up. Wait, Donald, move.
Stop. Okay, quick, I got out.
Okay, Donald, be very careful. You've got to get us up. Don't die.
Donald, please. Let me bleed out. Revive me first for the ray gun.
Don't be stupid, Donald. Revive you first, and then we'll get the others.
Sorry, Danny, but my allegiance is to the ray gun boys.
How the hell did George end up with 27 down?
Yeah, you got more than double the amount of downs I have.
If Donald was helping the shit out of me, look at how many revives the guy had.
Hey, man, not much fault you couldn't stay alive to stay alive. I managed to hitch out the most revives thanks to you, even if it was just by...
Well, I hope you're real proud of that. Me on the other. I look like this is my first time ever playing COD zombies. 27 down. God, that's embarrassing.
Not as embarrassing as me having the least amount of downs I seem to bear. This is so sure I couldn't handle myself without all my crutch mechanics, and I ended up getting the most revive and the least damage.
Well, I still have the most kills by far. I'll admit you can hold your own without guns. Jordan, however, I get it on a nerve and such a video game, so whatever. I'm going to go play Stellar Blade. It just dropped. Talk to y'all later. 40 bucks Stellar Blade, but an absolute deal.
If you got that game with the sexy Asian lady, ooh, then the example to see if they're strange to me. See you guys.
We're off. You want to hear something funny?
I guess so. What is it?
I'm sorry, Daddy Bush.
I love you, Daddy. See, I knew you were going to try and pull that off. So guess what? So did you. Oh, now I'm getting off beat.
Those are calling it public voting. With savings on internet doesn't quit. It all starts with something magnificent. Wow. Yeah, funny. The workers gathered home for the queen. But the bees, they're dying. And that's where they find it. Us, sometimes what I did is not in comparison. We are. How can you tell she's an alien? Well, the signs are obvious. It all starts with something magnificent. Well, folks, it all boils down to this. We knew this was an inevitability based off of the updates that we heard over the past 24 hours, but we now have it posted about online, which makes it easier for us to screenshot it and put it up on the screen here. Let's talk about the Vancouver Canucks, and let's talk about Ari Party, Arthur Sheeloves. Because this post was made yesterday by NHL Rumor Report. It got a lot of attention, and a lot of Canucks fans responded to it. Gary Greger said on TSN's NBC that when it comes to Vancouver Canucks goalie Arthur Sheeloves, it makes a lot of sense that he could be in play. Now, why is that? Well, it's because Thatcher Demko is apparently getting a lot closer to being signed now compared to a few weeks ago. And with all the extra reports on Demko's status in the Vancouver organization, how contract talks have indeed started up here, it's I don't know if you can hear that, but there is somebody yapping and yapping outside my apartment window. I apologize if you can hear. Oh boy, that's pretty loud. But Demko is in a spot where it seems like there's a pathway to an extension by the end of the week. It's not done, but there is a pathway. This was posted about by Rick Dollywall last night as well. And further to that point, we have David Pendoda tweeting about this morning. Contract talks continue between Vancouver and Thatcher Demko on an extension today. It still seems early to predict what direction it goes, and there remains outside interest. If they can't get a deal done further, it's still in the market, but if they can, Arthur Sheeloves may get moved.
Searching for homes on hospital, deals with problems, owning a players, shuttles, and apartments, knowing what you know with every listener, and now with hospitals.
Now that's a big if, right? But this is where we dive into some of the other conversations. I mean, the fact that Rick Dollywall on today's Not Even Dolly's segment, they shot it over to Canucks News summaries again for the summer league on this entire thing here. There's a lot going on over here. They talk about Besser, Suter, Demko, of course, and the Canucks goaltending depth. Let's talk about the last few points over here. When it comes to Thatcher Demko, the Vancouver Canucks touched the base 3 to 4 weeks ago, and communication really heated up this week. If talks stay positive, there is a pathway to re-sign him by the end of the week. Dollywall says here at the end of the week would be Sunday. Demko is 100% healthy and is on the ice, and teams will start to invest more in goaltending as the cap rises. So if Demko goes out there and gets an extension that's not too expensive, maybe not about $10 million carry price, certainly in the Roxy territory, but let's say, for example, $7 million, $7.5 million. Demko was a Vezina finalist a year ago, after all. He has had injury worries that has pulled his value down, but for the most part, he is still a very good goaltender, which is, I think, the biggest conundrum with Demko as an asset, whether or not he's going to be healthy to provide Vezina caliber goaltending for an entire year. We just don't know. We have to wait and see if he can stay 100% healthy for a 45 to 50 game NHL season. Now, let's dive into some of the other Canucks goaltending depth notes. Dollywall says that the Canucks are high on Ty Young. They want him in the AHL next season. They'll also qualify Nikita Tolopilo. As such, goaltending is a massive strength for the Vancouver Canucks as an organization. Dollywall also classifies Arthur Shilovs as stuck. The Canucks control his future, but he is eligible for waivers. This is why Darren Dreger spoke out on the radio talking about how Shilovs could be in play now. If the Canucks bring back Demko and Lankinen, do they want to go with the triple B rotation? And do they want to put a guy in a potential spot to get claimed on waivers for free? Hey, guess what? Columbus just traded away Daniil Tarasov. They could be interested in a guy like Arthur Shilovs. We definitely know about the Latvian connection that team has had over the past few years. Arthur Shilovs could be the next one. And that's just one team. There are probably a whole bunch of other teams that are thinking about upgrading their backup position. And as Dollywall said over the past few weeks, the fact that Arthur Shilovs put the Abbotsford Canucks on his back, unadulterated, he just carried the entire squad. He forced them into the final and forced them into championship status. The fact that Shilovs did all of that is going to boost up his value, and other NHL teams will pay attention to that. Jacob Markstrom did the exact same thing 10 years ago, and he happens to also be 10 years older than Arthur Shilovs as well. Markstrom did all that at the same age, ended up losing in the Calder Cup Finals, unfortunately, but then he became a star. Is Arthur Shilovs on path to becoming the exact same situation? Is he in that same territory of goaltender? I don't know. I mean, it was a 6th-round pick after all. Usually guys taking that win don't become anything at the NHL level. And Shilovs is already coming off of a really good playoff run last year at Vancouver, and an even more solid playoff run at Abbotsford the year after. I get it, you don't want to see a guy go from NHL to AHL, but considering the circumstances and the fact that he was the backup in Vancouver last year behind Smith and Demko, he definitely took that opportunity and ran with it. And with that clutch factor in his bones, the shutout against Nashville, the Latvian medal at the World Championships, the AHL Calder Cup Final Championship too. This is a guy who really steps up to play in the big moments. Look at me gassing up Arthur Shilovs and just kind of verbally explaining why it would be a mistake to trade this guy. But then again, the Canucks might have no choice. Demko, Lankinen, and Shilovs. We've seen what a triple goalie rotation looks like in the NHL. It's not pretty. From the Jake Allens and the Fontainebleaus, the Caden Primos, to the Cam Talbots, Alex Lyons, and the Peter Mrazeks, this rotation doesn't usually end well. And for Vancouver, they didn't have this problem when Thatcher Demko was healthy. It's only because he was hurt and because Arthur Shilovs was total crap last year, this previous season in the NHL, that we saw that sort of development go down. Tolopilo got some games, Kevin Lankinen was overplayed, etc., etc. It was all over the place. But now, heading into 2026, this is where the Vancouver Canucks might have to make some decisions, and I want you to let me know your
Yeah.
Now, here we want to, first thing we're going to get to is arrangements, places of bars. If you already see that name since the past time, we're going to go ahead and take this one out. And we're actually going to head on over this way. So we have a good right here. Still on there. Come out here this way. Another switch of floor, and then over here, we can jump off this top. We can head out this way, head along. A couple lilies, hop out. Now, your mage, you got it, baby. It's time to have it your way. The barter came next. There's a couple of these hidden things, but these all have unique attacks. This one, you see, lower your HP, but it gives you 3 different points of intelligence. So, not a bad trade-off. I mean, it's actually pretty good when you think about it. Jump on down. And this is where we just working. So there's the water wheel and all that stuff that we did. I'm back inside, and now we're actually going to go to this area. If you head on in, there's going to be more agents. And if I have some even more agents, and then John will. So, we don't want to be a little bit quick here, otherwise the agents will start to overwhelm you. You can already kind of see who I said they're going to overwhelm you, so we're going to back off just a little bit. The jar lawyer. Let's get him to come down. Let's get him out of the way. You can see just how much damage that one cross cross did right there. This is like the hardest one. Once we're past this, it's in the video making it. Oh. Right. So
He stays at home with.
We have 4 mages in this next group, but they're going to be easy to tackle. So round the corner quickly. Take that one out. Usually sweep you get a couple of backstabs, but that last one, every time I tried, for the most part, as soon as you kill one, the others tend to get alerted, and it's just kind of all goes to crap. So go ahead and pick up that. Let's see what we have last. Go to the jar order. So the left, go ahead and put on the balcony first, plus case stairs to the left. It's a false wall. Go ahead and pop that. And we're going to go on over here. And we get common. A new, very solid range ability for Mage Gang. I think of it like your Glintstone Apple, but just way better. It makes sense to do lots of cool stuff for mages.
Toddy is like really good right now.
Drop through that. And then we're going to drop through this. We land head on over here, and we have a talisman for mages. Great school talisman. It's going to give you a flat boost to all the sorcery damage. And we got a killer on the hot people. Now, obviously, we just picked up Warcross Stop, and we're going to show you just how brutal that ability can be. That's definitely one of the best AoE options that you will have at this point in the game. And you're getting all that for the relatively low cost of like 10 FP. So what's happening is it's not so much that Warcross Stop has an advantage, but it is building up a lot of frostbite. I've never seen those advantage in a frostbite drop. And as I mentioned before, frostbite actually takes 2,000 to take 20% more hit. So all in all, it's just a fantastic chance to get those big bursts to get the frostbite application. You really can't go wrong. So up here we have our first real boss of this area. This is the Dreadful of the Radical. Now this guy is definitely one of those fast. He runs all over the place, dashes. He has a little jump in the air and kind of come down with a sword sling. He has the lady carrying Winston that will chase you, and he uses the common spell we just picked up. So your best bet here is just going to be hold on after your summon. And then once your summon's out, just rush with that in. Don't give him any room to breathe. Just stay on him and feed him until he's dead. There's the sword. As you notice, you have an orange trophy. You can also get the memory stone. It's literally spell stones. But as a reminder for that, anytime we do something, if it is something that's pertaining to getting a trophy or a platinum, we'll explicitly state that. So if I'm doing something and I don't say it's needed for a trophy, and then you decide to not do it, that's okay. You know, we're covering a lot of content in this game. Obviously, it's going to be a couple things we miss, but we're going to be covering everything to make sure that we're going to hit the fight. So rest assured, you know, as long as you're watching the lesson, I'm not going to just be like, oh, don't worry about this. Like, I'm not going to let y'all miss something. So looking at it, going up, we have my strength up to 30 here. And right now, because I have so much more strength, Let's talk about briefly infusions. I think I've talked about this before, but never hurts to do it again. So when we are using this, because I have more strength, going heavy with that big scale of strength is going to help out a lot. Whereas if I have more dexterity, this will work. And if the stats are more even, this will work for now. And if you just look this come down. You can see this at 157, 31 blocks. So it's like that sits up to around 30. That 157 is probably going to be close to like 300. Here, just top 5. Go immediately to the right. Jump off another balcony. Okay, on top. Jump in through this window. Go over to here first. Drag up to 5 crystal bugs. And we're going to go over here, and this is something that we have a button. Another legendary talisman. If you want to pick that up, we'll have the Radigan icon. Now, if you're playing a mage, I would highly suggest running this. This is going to make your spells come out faster. It's one of the standard talismans in my mage build. So from here, head outside. So we do over here, we're going to go first. And we're going to kill this one. I'm going to grab that. Put the camera back down. Grab the back to the big pile. Knowledge is put to the test. The second GMC's here. GMC employee price dimensions on now. Get limited time deals on these 2025 GMC Sierra models today. So from here, we are actually going to get a shortcut to the boss figured out first. So there's a bunch of stuff over there, just ignore that for the time being. Get up, should be good. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now, don't even worry about these guys either, we're not worried about that. Instead, what we are doing is going over this thing. We're going to jump down. Now, there are large balls that are going to roll down these stairs and try to kill you as soon as you go across. Jump back over now. There is some deep at the bottom of the bridge. We're going to get that a little bit later, so don't worry about it for now. All we're going to do is just wait for that ball. Jump it. And it's going to run. Now, watch where the ball goes, because it's going to bounce back and forth. So, you can see it right now, it's safe on the level. Pay attention to whether it's coming to the left or the right. You should be able to avoid the ball. Now, next up, we have Libra. This guy can possibly hurt a lot. He definitely gets some difficulty. He will try and parry. It's going to be quite terrifying for a player at this point in the game. But we definitely want to take this guy on now. So. Oh, there's the parry. Thankfully, I have my one-shot on one, so I was protected from that. Yeah, so the one-foul stop was largely taking this guy out for us. Move the room done. Now, that guy's going to attack the other time to try to get the boss. And you get to carry a nice forward, but it's still quite nice. So, let's see. At the top, this is going to be elevated in boss. Right after now, there's other stuff that comes in first in this area. But that's quite a bit up in this area. Over here, there's a teleporter. This is going to take you over to the Church of Vows. So, if for some reason you haven't been there yet, it's a joke, but you've already been there. We're talking about dropping spells on things, so don't worry about that. We want to get this door open. So, what we're going to do, head out this way. There are a couple items. You see there's a little walkway here. First thing I do is open this door and sign up the guy and get back to the head up top, it's like 3 ranges and a pumpkin head. If I come in them, it will stop that ball going down. So anytime the game feels like a loss, you just run straight up. You don't gotta worry about the ball. So I'm going to try and stick it up nice, big, cross it out. And how do you actually idea? As a sort of these weapon art squad, a lot of my folks look over on the left hand side. You see where it says one of our dominance kind of grayed out. And that is the indicator that I don't have the empty left hand side anymore. And I just put it up again. So I'll just remember that. The last thing you want to do is try to keep some weapon up if you can. Redstone's there. This thing is alright. Absolutely calm. It's going to reduce the FP cost, but it's being mistaken. So, you know, it's not bad. But personally, I'm not a fan of it. And that is, do this week. Yeah, so you have to get that just to picture that down there. There are fish below me. I think there's fish below me. I don't think it actually comes down to the check. Yeah, there is. See, and I get things every day. But with all of them dead, the balls aren't going to spawn anymore, so that's great. After that, I'm going to take the other half this time, so instead of jumping across, I'm just going to actually go all the way down this. And this will take us to the photograph area that I said we were going to do earlier. So just go ahead, under here. On this door, then I'm just going to take the images. Kill them, kill this guy if you want. And before we jump down, I'm going to show you. I'll open this door. You can see we're now right in the courtyard, so if somebody doesn't die, we'll come down. He's over here.
Expected changes month to month. So the new CIPC adopted MasterCard changes location automatically adapted to you, earning you more points. Promoted to Master Profiteer. Discover excellence. Expect delicious.
Next time, usually inside that doorway, but once you wandered out, a little for me. So cute. Well, not needed for a platinum. Right in here. It's the best self-activate. And this is important because it will allow us to do different videos on stuff like that. One more kill. There's a couple of main enemies, but the only real thing that is a threat is going to be this guy. Alright, good. Take the thing out. And then we can just kind of go through here and pick up a couple different things. We kill all the crabs and stuff if you want. Just something different. So, yeah. fast. Alright, off to the left of this way is this. Got that. And going over this way, the big crowd is about to pop out. We got the golden ribs, crab eggs. Let's see, crab leg and shrimp, if we want to put in the other direction. Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and on the clip. Or a shiny crab. Really love that one. That's right. It's right back here. That's the first sometime, but that is the OG representative. As opposed to the other one. Just going back, how this one's going to get some great food. This one's going to get tremendous stamina. So, that might be a little bit more worth it. I think they're going to hit. There's a couple of these masks. You're going to be grabbing a bunch of them. But in general, I think they're definitely worthwhile using them. Alright, at this point, let's go ahead and put a big color really fast, just so that we have all of our flasks. Since I now have access to a seminar, I'm actually going to add one more blue flask into the mix. I'm going to see that I have enough seeds. I believe fantastic. So 82 is pretty good this one. Yeah. I think we can get the most out of that portion of this episode. We can save the dollar. Wait for the survey after the next episode. Roots. On the roots, I should say. Yeah, two marionettes that are going to kill him. I got to be cautious with these guys because they still have that thing where they malfunction after you do a bit of damage. You start doing this spazzy attacks. You don't want to get spazzy again. I'm going to take climb the ladder, go around. Make sure to go over on this side. Next up, we have a mage and 3 of the admin acids, the smaller ones. Just separating them out. Like vinegar, a little bit of another alternative is, well, there's 2 options here. You can try to get that out, or you can find lots of mages. But I think it's a little bit easier to kill them first. Just keep in mind, I'm going to do those spazzy things, so. This one is going to be some strong associates, so just be aware of it. A short spiral, and once again, it can hurt too, so. Just the third. Left before we drop down. Okay, we're going to do 2 drops. That's our first. This is the second. And now we can cross this gap. Let's go to the part. You want to aim right for that corner. If you're really worried, you can let your equipment low, but you can make this if you're not careful like me. I swear you can make it. I messed up on the line. At the very last second, I said, oh, if you jump, there's an extra jump in it. Visions of both button configuration. says if I had. It says go back when I mean, like I'm only those source games, I'm fine if L3 to be jumping here, L3 to crouch. I'm used to that to be jump because it's awkward, but so, you know, sort of go and so.
Bringing your dog sleep will be hard. But not like this is dental treats. Treats. Well, you made wonderful.
But that's the thing, this is the fact they're pretty easy to run as soon as fight stuff, and the little grips that have the avionics and the more powerful names, we can actually just run past them. Or just going into this and they're there. The avionics will try to follow, but they won't be able to make it go. There we go, we made it. So, yeah, a little bit tricky there. Yeah. Just go up and have a little bit. There's some stuff over there that I'm not talking about. So we're going to go this way. There we go.
Supposed value is so high right now.
It's not a little staggered. Oh my goodness. That was terrifying. It's like a little character. My God. Okay. Put that back in first. There we go. Okay. Let's see. The left, up, down, and open the door. The top is going to be a crossbow, and then something starting from the floor. Okay. That's pretty well there. We're going to finish up all of the top stuff in this episode, though. Alright, so here's a crossbow. Jump here. Go here. Go down. And then there's the door. I hear the enemies actually ran past earlier. If you didn't kill them, they would obviously not get quickly here, but it was dead. That's this area that we're going to go. If you're comfortable with the jump, feel free to do it again. If you already failed once like me, I would suggest going this one instead.
Welcome back. All right, so another News Today video for you fine people on the internet for your Thursday, usually in the morning. I think it starts at 9 a.m. Pacific. The actual is draft on TV
That started that live stream. Usually day 2 is more about potential trade than day 1, and less about the actual picks that are taken. So starting with, at the top of the board, some UFA news. Nick Ehlers is going to go to market on July 1st. Not a huge surprise, but he is still listening to offers from Winnipeg. He's not holding out Winnipeg Jets at this point in time. Doesn't sound like there's been any kind of arguments in regards to his demands or what they're offering. So that's good news. Maybe Ehlers looks on the market. Maybe the offers aren't ones that interest him more than whatever Winnipeg is offering. So maybe he is returning to the Jets. We shall see. The Vancouver Canucks are reportedly still working on an extension for Thatcher Demko. There is always the potential that if they're not able to come to some sort of agreement, that maybe then we see a move being made because Kulov's showed what he can do in the AHL playoffs, and we know they've got Lankinen signed for a while. So the Canucks have some options in net, and we'll see whether or not that extension for Demko is done soon. There was a trade, a minor trade made today. Florida picking up the goaltender Daniil Tarasov from Columbus. He's 26 years of age. He's a restricted free agent on July 1st. Played 20 games this year for Columbus, an 881 save percentage. Florida dealing with both Vanacek and Kakinen as pending unrestricted free agents. So needing a little bit of depth in their organization. Obviously, Bobrovsky is the starter. Tarasov may very well end up being the backup in that situation. Columbus comes out of this with the number 160th pick in the draft. So that'll be handed out on Saturday, of course, because tomorrow is just the first round of the draft. The Minnesota Wild are not expecting an extension for Kaprizov on July the 1st, according to Bill Guerin. He also is apparently not looking to move Marco Rossi. I do wonder if part of this is because they freed up so much cap space. So maybe they're like, we can sign Rossi short term. Maybe that's part of the thinking there. But Guerin also wants to keep some cap space, so they may not be as active on July the 1st as we might have hoped, or as Jesse Pierce was hoping that they might have been. But either way, Minnesota, I still think is going to be a team to watch over this offseason. The Calgary Flames, so the reporting on Rasmus Anderson has been that they're not really close in terms of the contract extension. Craig Conroy saying that if he's a Calgary Flame in September, he's a Calgary Flame. So basically, if he's there in camp, he's a Flame. And he doesn't think that the status around Anderson will be distracting to the team in the event that he does play into the season without any kind of an extension. And that's probably true. And usually if the player's in a contract year, they'll come up with some really good numbers. So the Flames at this point, it seems like it's a holding pattern with Rasmus Anderson. So teams with multiple draft picks are apparently open to moving them. The reporting out there is that Montreal is willing to move either 16 or 17, as well as Pittsburgh drafting at 11 and 12. They may be willing to move one of those picks. Philadelphia is looking to trade up, apparently. They're drafting 22nd or 31st, as well as 6th, of course. And the Nashville Predators, who draft 5th, they also have picks 23 and 26, and they may very well be open to moving their picks. Considering this year's draft class and its status as not having a lot of premier talent, but having some good talent in it, maybe we see some more liberal movement. And I'd be very happy with that, but saying that, my guess is that these guys move draft picks, they'll probably move it for other draft picks or prospects, that kind of thing. I don't think we'll see any big names included, but we shall see. This might be part of the reason, too, why the Canucks hopes to move the 15th pick have been frequent thus far, because there's other teams going to move their picks. Apparently, Boston is looking to offers on number 7 pick. I said this with Vancouver, I'll say it on Boston as well. I do have some concerns that a team I root for might think they're closer to the playoffs than they actually are. If Boston goes into this offseason and they're aggressive and they try to add and try to get back above the playoff line, we'll see how it goes. It definitely feels like they want to get back in the playoffs this year. Maybe with those who are expected to return after the grand final. But either way, we'll see what Boston does. And listening to offers is not the same as shopping their pick, right? The Sens are willing to trade down from 21, so the Ottawa Senators are in a pretty good position right now. They've got a lot of big young talent. So this is a situation where maybe they trade down from 21 to say 26 to get So if you get 21 for 26, and then Mansell goes into the second and third here as well, that kind of trade. I think that's probably what we're going to see at the draft stadium. I'm hoping to be wrong. I'm hoping to see a big name get moved. It's been a while since I've done live stream at the draft and we've seen a big name get moved. So maybe today. Also, the Senators are continuing